Alright guys, welcome back to our journey, our foray, our adventure into Final Fantasy 1. We are currently in Mount Gulg. We're on floor 5 and we've recovered a little bit of our equipment. As you can see, we have 51 potions, 50 antidotes, and then 26 gold needles still. A few more cottages, things like that. We've used a little bit of MP for Yuna, but most of the base level stuff, so not too critical. And we're continuing with the journey. I did start with 99 potions. It took a lot to get down here. This is definitely one of the more difficult dungeons, and I'm curious if the other ones are going to be even more difficult. Like as we go further and further down. I'm hoping this is the final floor. I mean, we'll see. I'm not really sure. I'm killing the Hellhound first, mostly because of the magic they have to hit the whole party. Like we just can't afford to keep on expending potions, and the biggest cause of it is the lava. It actually is a big worry. I didn't think it would be. Like I legitimately was like, yeah, whatever. Like it's kind of annoying, I guess, but it is what it is. But it's been a challenge. Then we did get a few level ups. We got around level 24 with Yuna, Lulu, and Orin. Or we did get to level 24. But yeah, and we're going back up. I don't know where to go here. We went north, we went north of Fort B5, of course, and there wasn't much there, so we're not too worried about going back up there. Now we're going northwest, and we'll continue that kind of strategy until we see something. There's just nothing here. So he's got to be somewhere, right? The Fire Fiend. He's got to be chilling somewhere. So north wasn't the area, northwest wasn't. Now let's go west, and then southwest. You know, so on and so forth. We're just eliminating possibilities until we find them. We're fairly well equipped. We've got a few potions, of course. Not as well equipped as we'd prefer, because I'm not even sure if floor 5 is the last one. I hope it is. I mean, I enjoy exploring the dungeon, but I feel like after 5 floors, you're kind of like, you know, I've experienced this dungeon. Like I get the idea, and it was a good time. But I'm ready to go fight the air fiend or the water fiend, or you know, I'm ready to end this guy's life. And we're powerful enough now where minotaurs are fleeing, so that's exciting. That's actually surprising. I didn't think they would flee. It doesn't seem like a very minotaur thing to do. Alright, well, we're gonna... do I just drop all the way down? I think I do. I think I just have a good time and I drop all the way down. This looks promising. There's a chest. That's exciting. There's a fire gigas. That's a good time. As long as Orin hits first. I said as long as Orin hits first. Come on. Let him end this real quick. Alright. Let's go right to the chest. Oh, immediately getting into another fight here with a fire lizard. That's not a big deal. When it's like one enemy, we're so equipped to kill it, like it doesn't even matter, you know. We don't even consider it a threat. We're just like, you know what, you live your life, fire lizard. We'll take you out real quick. So we're gonna stop right here, and we're gonna heal a little bit because I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to fight something. So we're gonna burn quite a few potions here. Shouldn't be a big deal. Down to 30s. Okay, let's see what we face. Red Dragon. Okay. Vivi gained a level. That was a lot of damage. That was 200 damage flame mail. None of it matters because like I can't equip it. Okay. That was so much damage. That was crazy. So we've gone north, northwest, west. You know, we're whittling down the possibilities of where the Fire Fiend can be. If he's not on this level, then I don't know. We just play our flute until he shows up, right? And then Vivi, not to be outdone, is very low. I don't know. We're almost out of potions already. Man, that was quite a fight. Flame Dragon. That is a monster. There's quite a bit of damage to Lulu, but not quite as much as the Flame Dragon. 200. I mean, that was 450, 500 damage to the whole party. That's a substantial amount for sure. Now we gotta go southwest. Good to knock out at least one of the pyros before they strike. Now, I definitely think this game is based on like it's trying to make you make that decision when you see a chest, like if I really want to go for it. And unfortunately for me, I'm just the greediest greed person in greed land, and I'm always gonna go for the chest. Like even if like someone tells me it has like 10 gil in it, and I'm like, yeah, well, what if it doesn't? Like, and then I'll still go for it, and it's just because I just wanna. I'm like a completionist to a certain degree. Like I just wanna complete everything. All right, so we're definitely running low on resources. We have 4 potions left. I mean, I guess that was fine to use. We go southwest. I'm hoping that we just face the Fire Fiend and teleport out of here because I don't know if we can live if we don't do that. Like I think we don't have a really good option to get out of here. Even when I was getting out of here off camera, like I probably should have recorded it because it was funny. I was just memo saving the entire time. So like, just in case I died, like something I would just like constantly memo save. And I got the incredible RNG when I left. I got like 1 enemy in each fight, like consistently. Like it was never an actual like fight, essentially. It was just always super easy. So I was like, you know, I was wiping my brow in relief. Like thank you for letting us not get absolutely murdered here. Come on, Orin. Knock him into next Tuesday. That's the plan. This might be arrogant of me. There it is. The Fire Fiend is in the southwest corner. The Earth Fiend is gone. Who disturbs Merilith's slumber? Isn't that a magic card? Merilith? I probably should have healed before I fought it. The power of fire is mine alone. Those who dare disturb me shall burn. Yeah, I should have healed. Merilith. Merilith. We're gonna do shield 2. And we're gonna do haste on Orin. So we're gonna steal, and I need haste to apply hopefully pretty quickly. I'm using shield here because I'm really hopeful that it affects our ability to protect ourselves against magic. I don't think Merilith is gonna physically attack. I'm wrong, but I didn't think they would. I was really expecting them to just immediately like burn us out, you know? Like that was really what I was thinking was going to happen. So we're gonna do ice here on Merilith. Pretty ineffective there. 22 bolt. 49. Oh, 753 damage. That's pretty good. A cure 3 on Vivi just to not die here. Fire 2. That might just kill Vivi anyways. Not yet. Dude, Orin is such a monster. Look at this. We're doing no damage. We're doing no damage to this boss. But yet Orin continues to just insane. Just be insane. I'm not sure if that stacks. We'll find out. I think that's gonna be it. He just does so much damage. It's ridiculous, honestly. And we've lit the fire crystal. Are we all gonna dance again? Oh, it's a dance party. It's a dance party. Look at him go. The white mage does not seem enthused. Obviously our monk seems super excited. Black mages, I mean, I don't think they had really an expression because they don't really have a face. This is the altar of fire, from which the power of fire flows forth. That's what I thought. We are out of here. Let's head back to town. These should be easy fights here. Yeah, one gassed. Nothing to worry about. We should heal up at least, though. Like with the remaining 2 potions we have. Oh, we have 3. Man, I underestimated my inventory. Got 3 instead of 2. That's exciting. I got really good luck on the way here, though. I got no fights all the way to the mountain from Crescent Lake. But obviously my luck has run out. We're gonna fight some Neo-Chew. This is new. New enough to deserve some fire. I'm not about to die to a brand new enemy. Neo-Chew. I've never faced a Neo-Chew before. Is this because we just defeated the Fire Fiend? I wouldn't be surprised. We got quite a bit of experience. I've like memorized this route because I took it like 4 times since, and you know, you guys saw in the other videos, I was like, all right, we're gonna stop for today, and then we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna go here, and I just kept on going back and forth from the city to the mountain. And I probably should go back there to see the other areas, because I went north, northwest, west, southwest. I should go back just to check it out. I don't know. Is it worth it? I mean, it's a heck of a journey. I don't know. Don't know if it's worth it, guys. I'm really torn. I want to, but I've been in that mountain so much. I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm moving on, right? I'm not interested in it anymore. It is interesting. This game's gotten a lot more obvious, like in terms of what they want you to do, like they tell you. Because I've got this this tip sheet essentially of things I notated during the game, like, you know, someone had mentioned in Provoca that the Elfheim Prince had a curse, and like you might need to help him out with that, stuff like that. And I marked it down, and I haven't had to mark down anything in a long time. And I think the reason is because the sages are just like, hey, do this thing now. And you're like, okay. Like there's not a lot of guesswork anymore. Which is it's a bit of a shame, for sure. You know, it's kind of fun to have the you know, the exploration and the, like, what's going on here. Let's rest up, save, and then let's go talk to those sages. No, I was thinking about going to the other rooms before I faced that Fire Fiend, but It just seems so risky. It seemed like such a greedy thing to do. I was like, I'm gonna die. Like, I'm gonna face like some other dragon that deals 200 damage to my party, and I'm gonna just be in a real bad spot. Oops, can't go through there. That good-for-nothing husband of mine. He does nothing but travel, then comes back and does nothing but sleep the days away. Okay, that's a very personal gripe. I'm sorry about your situation, ma'am, but I've got to go save the entire world, so some of us have got bigger problems. I am Luke and a prophet. Now legend and prophecy shall come to pass, and we shall bear witness to it. Our path is set. 400 years ago, the wind howled. 200 years ago, the water raged, and earth and fire. The forces must be turned to the right direction. Wait, you guys don't care? I got the fire crystal. Bring the light of the 4 crystals to us, light warriors. Only you can do this. Okay, we've already seen all this text. Okay, this is big. The 4 fiends schemed to gain control of all worlds in both past and future. The wind fiend appeared 400 years ago, and the water fiend 200 years ago. Together they destroyed the northern civilization. Okay, so we gotta go north. Yeah, there's an altar. We know this. Well, how does the Temple of Chaos play into this? Because that's obviously a temple Garland was at. Alright, well, let's head north. I've made the executive decision. We are not going back into the mountain quite yet. Instead, we are going to head north. Oh, oops. Wrong button combination. Okay, so... Oh, that's cool. It tells me... I assume that's where my ship is? Yeah. Interesting. So we gotta head north. The thing about heading north, I mean, heading to any area, I need to find like a base of operations, you know, where I can get potions and rest and find an inn. I think I mentioned this in the last video, but I'm a very cautious player. So like what I do often is like I'll set a town as like this is where I live now, and then I'll just gradually go out further and further. Like mapping out the area, and then just, you know, kind of tackle it all at once I know the exact direction I'm heading in. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's definitely how I operate. Got the centipedes everywhere. The boss-worthy monsters that just tend to flee. Trying to think of the easiest, the fleeing. Trying to think what the best party would be for this game. I don't think I have it. I really, honestly, I think I really overestimated the ability of mages. I know it's not over yet. I know we're still playing the game, of course, and like they could come in clutch, but I feel like it has been a little bit underwhelming. I'm not trying to put down my mages, Lulu, Yuna, and Vivi, but it just seems like they haven't been very impressive. Maybe once they upgrade to like wizards, then we'll be like, you know, real impressed. I don't know. I guess they have buffed like Orin, and that's been massive because he's been like just demolishing fools, but it just feels like it hasn't been too crazy. We got to, oh, I guess we just, yeah, sure. Oh, we need to change our position. Mostly out of peace of mind, because I hate, like, my brain is just set a certain way where I always assume Yuna's last in line of priority, so I can just like do the same combination between the mages, you know? Like, you see me always open up Yuna's magic area just because I'm like, oh hey, like, I'm gonna use a magic spell on the enemies, and then I forget she's not a black mage. And I always think Vivi's in her battle position. I'm gonna push up north though. That's a good amount. Yeah, way too good of an amount. We went way too far. Oops. That's fine. It's not a big deal because we can just circumvent this. There should be like a creek we can go up with our canoe, I believe. We got sharks. It is kind of disappointing the monsters at sea don't change. Or at least they haven't changed yet. They could change in the future, I just haven't seen it. Like, that Neochu is really cool. It's cool because it adds an extra challenge, because right now I feel completely safe at sea. Like, I feel like I can do whatever I want, honestly. I'm not too worried about anything. Man, that is the weirdest enemy. Just eyeballs. That is always such an odd interaction. That's a town. We want to go to that town. We want with all our heart to go to that town. How do we get to that town? Okay, this is going to be a bloodbath. I'm mostly using Bolt because you have to consider we do currently have 11 cottages. So no matter what, we're probably not going to die. Like, it's unlikely. Unless we get into a fight where you just get insta-wiped, it's fairly unlikely to lose here. Alright, so this is the most airship level, like, island I've ever seen. Like, we definitely need the airship to get there. Or that's just an exit of a cave that we're going to enter, you know? Kind of like the caverns in Final Fantasy 12, where you just, like, you enter one area, and then you're in, like, the Osmos Plains, and then the other one you're in, like, you know, the moon. Like, you're everywhere, you know? There's a lot of different areas. Final Fantasy 12 is probably actually the one Final Fantasy I'm looking forward to playing the most in this series. I think the order right now is, I don't know. I don't know if there's an actual order, but I think I'm looking forward to Final Fantasy 6, 12, 15, and I don't know if there's any others I'm looking forward to. I know that's a very short list. But I've heard fantastic things about Final Fantasy 6. Like, people swear by that game. Like, they're like, this is the best game ever. And I'm like, alright, you know, I'll try it out. Final Fantasy 12, because I really just like the way you maneuver that game. I like the fact that there's not, like, random encounters. It's like you can see the enemies of the world, and it feels, I don't want to say like I don't want to say the other Final Fantasies break immersion, but it feels like there's not like a moment that it stops. Like you are always in the same screen. Like, it's, how do I phrase this? It's like you're not breaking away. Like this, obviously I break away to a battle. There's you never switch zones, I guess I'd say. Like, all the zones connect, and, you know, it's all like one area, and I think that'll be fun to play through. And I've beaten Final Fantasy 12 a bunch. I'm going to be playing the Zodiac Edition specifically. For most of these games, I'll be just playing the newest ones, in all honesty. I won't be doing anything crazy, where I'm like playing like the OGs from, like, you know, whatever. I guess I'm already breaking that rule because I'm playing this version of Final Fantasy 1. But for anything available on the PC, I'll play the newest version. And from what I understand, there's also a game like Final Fantasy VI: The After Years. I might check that one out. Though from what I saw, it was a sequel to Final Fantasy VI. Please don't kill me if that's wrong. I'm not even sure. It seems interesting. I think we've navigated this. We can't get here yet. If I'm supposed to get to the Northern Civilization, how am I going to do it without the airship? How do I get the airship? Oh my gosh. Is the Levistone in Mount Gulg? Did I just like miss it because I didn't go to one of those rooms? I swear if I did, I'm gonna be so sad. Let's head northeast, and let's hope that that's not the case. I look like such a fool if that was the case. Like if I left the mountain and like the Levistone was there and I needed to get the airship and I was just like, we're done with this mountain. We're never showing up again. And it's critical I go back there. Like that would be very embarrassing. It would kind of make sense though, you know? Because then it would mean that like I have to defeat the Earth Fiend first, and then the Fire Fiend, and then the Water Fiend, the Air Fiend, and then it makes it more sequential, which makes sense. It's annoying, but it makes sense. And we're just burning bullets because we're just trying to end these fights quick. I mean these fiends these monsters, they're just done for. And we're not getting too much experience out of them, so we're not too worried. Obviously some castles here. And these aren't as critical because I don't think we're gonna get any towns in those little like areas. If I have to go back to this mountain, I'm gonna feel like such a silly person. I mean, the first thing we can do is we can just circumnavigate all these continents and see if there's any way onto land. I know there's not any ports because we already checked that. There's a lot of fights. It's not a big deal. It's just like time consuming, you know? Like, it's not even like we're getting too much out of it because we're getting a little bit of gil, but not a lot. And I mean, the monsters in general, they're fleeing or dying quickly. Especially the Saagin. They definitely jumped onto the wrong ship, and I think they realized that. Alright, so this bay clearly doesn't have a way to dock. It's not a big deal. But once we get the airship, it's gonna be like game over. Like we're gonna be able to go everywhere. I mean, I hope so. I hope it's not something silly where it's like you can't land in certain areas. I bet you we need to go like far to the east on that red dot. Not northeast, but just the eastern area. I bet you that's where we land. Like here, like on this one. I'm feeling this is where we land. I don't know. I say that a lot and then I'm wrong, so I don't know if I should even advertise that. Let's look at this map again. Is there any obvious like creeks we can maneuver into? It feels like no. Because obviously, okay, so let's look. Crescent Lake is right there, and then there's creeks below that leading in. I don't see any just leading in, unless it's like, yeah, I think I might just be interesting. It looks like a dead town. It's good that we're seeing towns though, because that means that we should be able to buy more magic spells. Like it won't be something silly where we open a treasure chest and it goes like, you got gravity 8 or whatever, like whatever spell it is, you know? It's not gonna put us in a weird spot. I think I see where I went wrong though. If I don't find a way onto any of these islands, then I think I'm gonna have to go back to that mountain and question my life. Ooh, it's raining. I like that. It's getting the winter time, and it's sorry, this is recorded in advance. I think when this uploads, it is certainly gonna be winter time. It is gonna be December, but I really like the rain. It's where I live, it rains quite a bit, so I'm a fan of it. The only area I've liked the rain more is in Hawaii. I went there on vacation, a year or two ago, and that was like I don't know if this sounds insensitive, but the sudden shift of weather was nice. I like that a lot. It's a little bit unpredictable, which is nice. I imagine that could sound insensitive because it also can be very dangerous, you know. Like, you know, I feel like a jerk when I'm like, oh, this is cool, and they're like, yeah, but it's also terrifying because like if it's like a hurricane or like you know, something very like a tsunami, like then we're in trouble. Shouldn't have said hurricane. I don't think. I'm gonna sound so dumb. Does Hawaii get very strong hurricanes? I feel like I don't believe so. I'm trying to. That's what these Let's Plays have come to. Me trying to be an actual like meteorologist. I feel like the way the weather system works is you don't hear them like getting hit by hurricanes quite often, which I hope is true, because like that would be, you know, best case scenario. If we could just, you know, remove hurricanes as a factor, that'd be ideal. Here it is. I knew I was messing up. So we're gonna head south here. What are we doing with our lives? I don't think this castle is going to be very useful, and I don't know what enemies I'm going to encounter here. How screwed am I? Let's find out. How much damage does he do? Let's find out. I should have used a cottage. Oh, he does 40. Dude, what a wimp. I thought he was going to be a threat. Alright, well, we're going to still use a cottage here, because I'm afraid. I think we're actually going to call it. I think that's the end of the video. You're going to be sleeping in the forest, and then when you come back, we're going to be exploring this grand land we've happened upon. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later, and we'll go from there. Till next time.